Okay, welcome. At 5, plenty of things to talk about. Rohit, Shubha, and Devashish will also join. Shomik, Gargi, myself. So plenty to talk about. Let's set it up. We are hearing two things. One, a group of people, including former cricketer Rashid Latif, says the meeting was not held, and it will be held tomorrow or day after. There is one group which is saying that the meeting was indeed held for 15-20 minutes, and then it was adjourned for about 24 hours. The ICC is trying to figure out a solution, and the solution will be placed. What are the plausible solutions that will be placed on the table tomorrow? Based on that, a final outcome will come. Sources in Dubai, by the way, all boards are there in Dubai. All cricket boards are representatives are there. Pakistan cricket board chief is also represented, is there in Dubai. What ICC sources are saying is that the ICC likely, from off the record discussions, could come up with the solution that the hybrid model is the most plausible, and could request the PCB to reconsider. Whether PCB takes it back to the Pakistan government is for us to wait and see. They could well say that it is for the government to decide and take the decision back to Pakistan, and it could drag on for another couple of days. So the Champions Trophy solution is not yet there. Having said that, we can say with certainty that India will not go. In a function yesterday, S. Jaishankar, the External Affairs Minister, made a witty remark about Pakistan. We will play that remark, and from here we can start our debate. And you will understand, if you read between the lines, what Mr. Jaishankar is trying to say. Gary, can you play that comment of the External Affairs Minister, please?
Is what you said about Pakistan and the 1982-83 tour. You said you played them better because from the traditional side-on position, you now move to an open-chested position. I couldn't have found a better description for a Pakistan policy than that.
Let me read out the latest from ICC sources. The board did meet briefly today. All parties continue to work towards a positive resolution for the ICC Men's Champions Trophy 2025, and it is expected that the board will reconvene in the next few days. That's what we are getting from the ICC. Gargi, I'm forwarding it to you. Break it as a tweet. I've just sent it in the to you. That's what we are getting from our sources in Dubai. That the board did meet today briefly. I've sent it to you, Gargi. All parties continue to work towards a positive resolution for the ICC Men's Champions Trophy, and it is expected that the board will reconvene in the next few days. Put it out as a tweet as I go to all my guests. Shomik Chakraborty set it up. Where is this going now? India will not go. If you read between the lines with Mr. Jaishankar, and this was not the only comment, Gargi was there with me, multiple comments on Pakistan, and it was apparent. Where does this decision go now, Shomik Chakraborty? Shomik, mute.
Oh, sorry. Am I audible now? So, see, based on my understanding and talking to people, talking to various sources, what I am getting is that it's a take it or leave it offer to Pakistan Cricket Board. You accept a hybrid model or you leave it. Now, Mohsin Naqvi, the Pakistan Cricket Board chairman, is in a catch-22 situation because, I mean, uh, as expected, he had been doing a lot of posturing. PCB had been doing a lot of posturing, but their tone changed a couple of days ago, saying that we will do whatever is the best for Pakistan cricket. Now, last evening, he said we can take the injuries, but we will not take the insult. That was last evening. He said what Najam said. He is saying, the former Pakistan cricket board chairman, that I mean Pakistan's military establishment, which is their de facto government, they are putting the foot down, and they are asking PCB that they shouldn't budge. So Mohsin Naqvi is in a catch-22 situation. PCB is in a catch-22 situation. If they forfeit the hosting right, if they hosting fee, and collectively hosting fee is 6 million, collectively is around 64 65 million, it could rise up to 70 million dollars. So that is one thing. But the fact of the matter is that now that according to Najam Sethi, that their military establishment is determined that PCB shouldn't accept a hybrid model. That is the real bone of contention.
Shubhan Chakraborty, where do you stand on this? What are you getting before I ask Rohit, Gargi, and Devashish?
See, Boryada, there are multiple options that are being put, including as Shomikda said, including the financial model for the Champions Trophy. If it is set, if it is held in hybrid model, Rohit, if you remember back when there was a financial meet, he did say that there's a separate chunk being kept in case the Champions Trophy is held in a hybrid model. Now, what is the amount? How much is PCB going to get in case it is in hybrid model? There's another model being proposed that PCB keeps the entire hosting rights, which they deservedly, rightly so, can keep, and the entire tournament is shifted to another country. In that case, I think PCB will get all the revenue from the tournament, and of course ICC will have to bear the brunt of the rental fee of other stadiums in the other country. But I think there are multiple options being explored right now. So the next 24 hours or so is going to be very crucial in terms of back channel negotiations and back behind the scenes negotiations, if we can say like that. And then only I think when everyone meets up, as you said, there are multiple board representatives in Dubai right now, and when they meet finally tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will have something very clear to discuss on the board.
Somebody says, Singh Anived Sports Tak meeting postponed for 24 hours. Folks, Sports Tak meeting is not postponed. You mean to say Sports Tak is saying that ICC meeting is postponed for 24 hours? Like we said, the meeting did take place. Whatever Sports Tak can say, their sources are perhaps saying whatever they are saying, and that's fine. But the truth is, the board did meet. And we can confirm to you that the board did meet. All parties continue to work towards a positive resolution, like we said, and the board will reconvene in a few days. That is the exact reality as of now. And the board did meet. The meeting did happen. Thereafter, it got adjourned and it has been pushed back. Rohit Juglan, what are you getting? What are your sources saying? What can happen?
10 to 15 minutes meeting happened. Mohsin Naqvi was there in Dubai, but he joined virtually. So he was not there in the meeting. He was joined virtually. He was there in Dubai, as all of us are saying. But what I'm getting is he was joined virtually, and Pakistan Cricket Board has put their point straightforward that we are only agreeing on just Champions Trophy point of view. No hybrid model is accepted by Pakistan. They are saying no to hybrid model also. In first 10 to 15 minutes, that was the only point been discussed. According to Pakistan Cricket Board sources, they are saying that ICC asked for a time. ICC asked for a time in the next 24 hours that we'll sit back again and we'll have a chat around that. What are the possible options around it? Where can this whole debate go forward? If they are not agreeing on hybrid model, what are the other ways? Because ultimately it's all ICC tournament. It's not a Pakistan Cricket Board tournament. They are hosts, but it's a ICC tournament. So ultimately, if ICC don't found a way to make this happen, as I said earlier in a text also in the group, that in the deadlock situation, they will create this. Voting points will be there, and after voting, then it will be decided that whether it will be happen in Pakistan or somewhere around in the world completely. But yes, a meeting happened today, 10 to 15 minutes, somewhere around. Pakistan put their point there that we are not agreeing on hybrid model. Till yesterday night, they were agreeing on hybrid model. They were saying that, as far as anything can come, which is good for Pakistan Cricket Board, we'll do it. In a press conference by Mohsin Naqvi at the Lahore Stadium around midnight, he addressed some media members there. He said this, 5 or 6 times, that what will be good for Pakistan Cricket Board, we'll do that. What I'm getting from my sources in the evening, that a call, then after that press conference, a call went to Mohsin Naqvi, and in that call, he was being told by that don't soften your stand. we are not going to accept any hybrid model. If we are going to India, India has to, come to Pakistan. And that's the political point of view. Then after this line, it's all politics after this, because they have some political instability. We know that what happened 48 hours ago at the D Chowk. We know what happening with the PTI there, so that's completely political. But yes, Mohsin Naqvi is in a catch-22 situation. If he wants to do good for the Pakistan Cricket Board, then he have to, pay back to the political party. And if he's thinking of the political party, it's a big mess as far as Pakistan Cricket Board is concerned, as far as monetization is concerned, because it's a big money. So I think as far as this Champions Trophy, all debate and discussions are concerned, 24 hours later, we'll get to know that what will be the future, whether it's a hybrid model, whether Pakistan opting out, or any other idea.
What Rohit is saying is very similar to all what all of us are trying to put out, Gargi. But the only difference is I don't think 24 hours will get a solution. It will drag on because the ICC will suggest to Pakistan that from the ICC standpoint, the hybrid model is what is the most acceptable. Pakistan board will again turn it down and say they will take it back to the government, and the posturing will restart. Yes, Rohit. Yes.
And today also, External Affairs Ministry has sent a written email where they have said that security is the only reason, because Pakistan Cricket Board from last 2 weeks were constantly asking the ICC that what happened to our mail, we have sent you via a mail from you to the Indian government or to the BCCI, that tell us the reason why are you not coming. Now what sources are saying that yes, there is a written communication about the security thing from the External Affairs Ministry to BCCI, that you can hand over this mail to the ICC and they will tell to the Pakistan Cricket Board that why are we not coming to Pakistan. This was happened, I think, 6th of November in this month, when Pakistan asked for a written reply as far as securities are concerned. External Affairs Ministry.
And now from what we have seen happen in Pakistan in the last 1 week, the External Affairs Ministry is on tremendously strong ground, that they cannot take this chance at this risk of sending an Indian team to Pakistan. Gargi Raut, if I can come to you on that, if you could kind of see the body language of Dr. Jaishankar yesterday, it was quite apparent where India stands on Pakistan. India will certainly not go. India will take an open-chested stance, which is a straight confrontational, it's a straight act, that we will not go to a country which harbors terrorism where there is a security threat. And that's a clear-cut stand as far as we understood from the body language of the External Affairs Minister. Where do you reckon this can go, Gargi? Because clearly the option will be either the hybrid model, yes, you go back and consider, there can be more money. And if you don't, because then if you are outvoted in the ICC, you might lose your voting rights. Can that then result in Pakistan withdrawing, the ICC breaking down? Can Pakistan cricket survive? These are questions for later, but where do you stand on this before I ask Devashish?
Yes, I think the External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar, was very, very clear-cut on his body language and what he thought of Pakistan. He might have not have spoken directly about the issue, but it was quite clear what the message he was trying to send was. And it was that India will under no circumstances travel to Pakistan. And that was very clear from his body language, the way that he said that India has taken on an open-chested foreign policy for Pakistan. And now that Rohit is saying that there's been a letter from the External Affairs Ministry to the PCB or ICC, whatever it is, stating that it's because of security issues that the Indian team won't be sent to Pakistan. I think that cuts it there. That cuts the nip of the bud, because we were waiting for this. We were waiting for the government to step in, and now that they have, I don't think any PCB at this point can do anything except the hybrid model, because that's the best way forward for them. Withdrawing would only give them more harm. And if they withdraw, I think there's more disadvantage to Pakistan than anyone else. ICC will survive. ICC will take the Champions Trophy to somewhere else. I think in any case, it's Pakistan who has to lose out on a lot. So they have to really weigh their options and take the right decision, which is of course the hybrid model. And if you say, I can play the Jaishankar clip again in case do
it. Yeah.
In case viewers that have joined late haven't heard of it yet.
Is what you said about Pakistan and the 1982-83 tour. You said you played them better because from the traditional side-on position, you now move to an open-chested position. I couldn't have found a better description for a Pakistan policy than that.
Devashish Sen, if you read between the lines, the stance is clear. That from a side-on to an open-chested. India's stance on Pakistan foreign policy was summed up quite beautifully by the EAM there. Where do you stand on this, Devashish? Is there another solution except the hybrid model? I don't think there is. And if Pakistan doesn't take that, can there be a standoff which might result in a kind of breakdown of world cricket? Can Pakistan afford that? Can Pakistan cricket stand up to that? Devashish said.
Yeah, obviously it's a huge next 24 to 48 hours. Obviously, the ICC will have to take a call, and obviously for the betterment of cricket in this region, there has to be a solution, and the solution is to have a hybrid model. Yes, Pakistan are adamant as of now, and if they stick to their position, then obviously not only they will suffer, but the entire cricketing region in the subcontinent will suffer, because as much as Pakistan, Indian BCCI will Indian cricket also. Any ICC event, you would rather look forward to having both these countries. So the better, the faster the solution, the better it is for the region. And I would say the India's stance is very clear. Means obviously, as the Dr. Jaishankar clearly said, that they won't accept any other thing but not to send the team to Pakistan, because security of the players is paramount. So I think ICC have to take a call, and it will be interesting because the chairman of ICC right now, he will take position from the December 5th. So it will be interesting which way the things are going. But what I gather from the discussion is that the decision will arrive soon in the next 48 hours.
Shubhan Chakraborty, Shomik, same question to both of you. Suppose this hard standoff continues for another 48 hours. What option does the PCB have? Can they stand up, and if there is a vote, which is eventually the case, if they lose that vote, which is going to happen, if they lose the majority vote, can they stand off and say we won't play? Is Pakistan in a position to do that? Can they afford to lose the $70 million? Can they afford to be alienated and isolated in the cricket world? Because the ICC can't say anything. Even External Affairs Ministry of a country says there is a security issue, and based on what we are seeing, there is a security issue. Shubhan Chakraborty, where do you stand on this?
The Pakistan Cricket Board will simply go bankrupt if they decide to pull out of Champions Trophy, face the sanctions from the ICC, not come to India for the next World Cup. I think they will simply go bankrupt if they take a hard stance on it, because they don't have any valid argument. They just came to India during the 23 World Cup, and they were provided with the highest of hospitality in our country, and there's no security threat to them whatsoever, given the kind of hospitality we provide. And it is the complete opposite for the Indian cricket team in Pakistan. What we saw in Islamabad in the last couple of days, it is dangerous, not only for India, for other countries as well. And what I am being told right now, that Pakistan Cricket Board, Mohsin Naqvi, also gave a quick 1 minute stance on PCB today in the meeting, that we are adamant on hosting the hybrid model. Pakistan is safe, is what Mohsin Naqvi said today, and thereafter the ICC people, as Rohit said, decided to postpone it tomorrow, and they will come up with concrete ideas when they meet up tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But tomorrow is likely that they will come up with certain plans, certain ideas as to how they can proceed with the Champions Trophy and with the idea. And Buryada, I think Pakistan Cricket Board, Mohsin Naqvi, are taking a hard stance on it, without any valid base to their valid merit to their defense. So I don't think they have any valid merit to their defense. So I don't think that their hard stance will have any future longevity in terms of hosting Champions Trophy. And hybrid model is something which I am pretty sure that, along with BCCI, the other boards will also say that let's proceed with the hybrid model.
Shomik Chakraborty, tell me something. Is this because of the internal politics of Pakistan that Mohsin Naqvi is forced to take this stand? Because clearly, otherwise, if they don't take this hard stand, Other political parties like the Tehreek-e-Insaf will gain ground. There is a political issue within the country, which is why Pakistan Cricket Board and Mohsin Naqvi is being forced to take this kind of a hard stand. By doing this, are they actually harming Pakistan cricket? Are they harming the cause of Pakistan cricket? Is the question to ask. Are they taking Pakistan cricket fans for a ride by trying to do this? If they lose the hosting rights, who's responsible? Shomit Chakraborty.
See, eventually, I think, as you said, I mean, obviously there is a political angle to it, and Tehreek-e-Insaf, but more than the Tehreek-e-Insaf, I think Pakistan government's fight is with their military establishment, which is their de facto government, PCB's fight. Because if the military establishment, Tehreek-e-Insaf, they can ignore, but the military establishment, they can't. And if the military establishment has put its foot down and pushing PCB not to accept the hybrid model, then that is the real problem. But the fact of the matter is that the next 24 hours is very, very vital for the PCB, not for world cricket or Indian cricket, because let alone Indian cricket, world cricket will survive without Pakistan. For, for more than a decade, cricket didn't terrorist attack to the Sri Lankan players. Cricket didn't stop. Pakistan had to go to Dubai to UAE to play their home matches. Obviously, there would be a drop in the revenue, in the broadcast revenue, in if India Pakistan match doesn't happen on the ICC platform. But given the clout that BCCI has, I think the broadcasters eventually will bite the bullet. But Pakistan, the next 24 hours, in the sense, is very important that PCB will have to persuade the powers that be in their country that this is our only option. The hybrid model is our only option. And whatever they say that 2026, they will not come to India. In any case, 2026 ICC event will be played in a hybrid model with India and Sri Lanka jointly hosting. So Pakistan can jolly well play their matches in Sri Lanka. So that is not a case. So from that point of view, the next 24 hours is very, very important for Pakistan cricket, not for Indian cricket or world cricket.
Yeah. So last comment on this particular subject before I move to the pink ball game in Canberra and the Indian practice session. Rohit Juglan was there. Shubhan and Devashish also in Adelaide, following things very closely. We will move on to the Shubman Gill point. But Rohit Juglan, from what you are telling us, from what all of us are getting from ICC, from PCB, from everywhere else, how long can Pakistan hold off, and how long can the ICC continue to kind of give them an opportunity before coming down hard and saying take this or leave this?
But as of now, they are having a stronghold. Let's take my point as a neutral presenter, and not as someone who is commenting it from India or some hyper nationalism in my words. Just what I came to know, just receiving a message from one of my sources that they are strongly holding on to this, that they don't want any hybrid model. Pakistan said this strictly in the ICC meeting in that 10-15 minutes, and why the meeting was cancelled. There wasn't anything, they have to discuss this. They have to only discuss this. But because Pakistan is listening to nothing apart from this, that they don't want hybrid models. So as of now, they are holding it very strongly. As Shamikda was telling about the de facto government also, I just want to put a point that Google this, that who is army chief to Mohsin Naqvi. Check out what's their relation is, then you will find out that from where Mohsin Naqvi is getting all of this from. Where is where this power is coming from, because we all know that how Pakistan government operates, who give them power, and why no prime minister from since 1947 never completed his tenure at the helm. Why no, not even a single prime minister from 1947. So there was a reason that why this Asim Munir, the current Pak Army chief, and with that Mohsin Naqvi, the current PCB chief. If you came to know their relation, you will definitely came to know that why Mohsin Naqvi is holding strongly to it, and who is being who is on whose directions Mohsin Naqvi is working with. So as far as, holding on to this is concerned, I think Pakistan will do each and everything. They will go to the very last step. And I am not seeing this as a surprise if they will say that, okay, we are not playing, because it's also political. We cannot ignore this, that if Pakistan didn't able to cater this narrative to their audience, ये जो शिगुफा छोड़ा है उन्होंने, it doesn't have any, बुनियाद नहीं है इसकी कोई, it doesn't have any base to it. ये जो शिगुफा उन्होंने छोड़ा है, ये अगर फट पड़ेगा तो पाकिस्तान सरकार जो है वो पीछे लग जाएगी, वो पूरी तरीके से पीछे हो जाएगी, because there is already very much political turmoil going on, as far as you said about last 1 week or so. So, we have to see this very closely, that political narrative will fall down, and it will fall down very badly if this hybrid model get accepted. Because what they have made into their audience's mind in the Pakistan is that first time there is a government, first time there is a PCB chief who is having a strong stance in front of, India. And they are not someone like, they are not very they are not very happy with what Nazam Sethi did with the hybrid model. Nazam Sethi can say this, oh, I introduced the hybrid model was mine. But Pakistan didn't love that. Yes, he came out with a constructive solution, but here what the narrative is, that there is a government, there is a PCB chairman who is strongly saying that if we are going to India, why not India is coming to Pakistan? So I think they want to carry this a little more forward. Because, Boryada, look, the meeting today was only because of this, to discuss the possibilities. So if Pakistan is saying that we are not able to, we are not agreeing on hybrid model, then you have to discuss certain things in that meeting today only, na? Why you have opted for tomorrow? What can you do till tomorrow? And as you rightly said, it won't come out tomorrow also. They will drag it down. They will go with it for the very last inch also. So I don't think a near solution is possible. We have to wait, and we have to see that what ICC will do, and what Mr. Jaishankar will do, what the other boards will do, what are their voting sharing, what are their representatives saying, and most importantly, what the Pakistan Cricket Board is saying at this point of time, because they are being adamant now that we don't want any other model. We want the whole Champions Trophy in Pakistan.
Just to sum this up, and from what I just heard from a critical source in Dubai, is if the PCB does hold out that and they continue with their hard stand, Pakistan will perhaps lose out on hosting rights, and the Champions Trophy will continue. World cricket will not hold back for Pakistan. And if Pakistan becomes isolated, Mohsin Naqvi might well get the government support and the political support that they did not bow down to India. But the fact of the matter is they would have killed their own cricket. Can they afford to do that? We will wait and see. Can they afford to destroy Pakistan cricket? One, in terms of money, one in terms of public support, because when eventually Pakistan loses out the hosting rights and they are not part of this tournament, how will the Pakistan people react? Will they react nicely that, defending champions are not part of this competition and they've been thrown out by the ICC board because of India's voting rights, because India will win that vote. So clearly it is India who will get the upper hand. Can Pakistan hold out to that? And can Mohsin Naqvi then justify that stand in front of his own people? We have to wait and see. But at this point in time, two things are clear. One, the standoff continues. Two, India will never travel. And actually, three, that Pakistan will drag it in the very last moment. Will they succumb? Will they not succumb? We cannot say at this point in time. We have to wait and see. But there could be a possibility, and we are saying this because that's what we are continuously hearing. There could be a possibility eventually that the Champions Trophy is held without Pakistan in some other country if political posturing continues and if Pakistan is not willing to bow down to a rational and objective solution. Moving on to the pink ball and Shubman Gill. Gargi, if you have some of the practice videos, can you just play them? And I will go to Rohit first, and then to Shubhan and Devashish. All of them are in Australia, and then to you and Shomik. Rohit, you watched Shubman Gill today in Canberra. Is he ready? Is Shubman Gill ready to take the field tomorrow? That's Rohit Sharma. Shubman Gill was also practicing together with Virat Kohli and some of the others. Rohit Juglan, is Shubman Gill ready to take field? There you go. Take field tomorrow in that Prime Minister's 11 match.
I think he's very much ready, Boryada. BCCI posted an interview also of Shubman Gill, and he was clearly saying that what we have thought, me and Kamlesh Bhai, obviously the medical expert of the team, the doctor of the team, he said that what we are expecting, it's much better than that. And for the first 20 minutes, I never saw this, that how he's middling the ball, whether it's taking the edge, whether he's LBW, whether he's clean bowled. I'm not watching this at first 20 minutes. What I was observing is when the ball is at the point of impact part, was his thumb soaring? Was there any uncomfortable? Is he completely comfortable while holding that bat? Because it's all hard lens here. Everyone is pushing some for hard lens. And when you see Shubman Gill making the contact with the ball, is his hand feeling a little, little that pain? Is he feeling in his thumb? So for the first 20 minutes, I observed only that. And yes, he didn't have he didn't look in any sort of pain at that particular point of time, and he was looking really good. He said to the bowlers that is particular, ball me here, put me put me into that zone where I can play the hard ball also. So as far as the first 20 minutes of his practice sessions is concerned, he was always asking for those kind of deliveries. And after that, he went to the main nets where he faced Abhishek Nair, where he faced Novan. So these guys are also very quick as far as the practice sessions are concerned. So there only he played these two for, I think, 10 to 15 minutes. And after that, for the next 10 to 15 minutes, he went inside the main net. At this particular visual, which you are, look at the grass on the wicket. Look at the grass. There is no pitch. There is no marked pitch. Indian batters played on that very green surface. There was no pitch marked. And Shubman Gill played there for 10-15 minutes. He was playing really good at this point of time. He was middling. Yes, he missed a few, but he was middling most of them, as BCCI has also posted in their videos, I think a couple of hours ago or 3 hours ago. So at this point of time, he played. Akash Deep was looking in sublime form. He was looking really good with this pink ball, and I think he'll make it to the 11 also. He was continuously having a chat with Shubman Gill that where I can, where I can, put you, where I can put the ball. What could be the length? Is this length is better for you? And I've also, I've also discussed this with other media members here, and they were also saying yes, he was constant, because I was on the other end. And right before this ball, he was constantly asking for that particular area where he wanted the pitch of the ball to be. After this, he also did an indoor practice. We are not allowed to capture that indoor practice. If you see the BCCI visuals, in the BCCI visuals, there was footage of the inside practice also, indoor practice also. So there he practiced, and there again he looked so comfortable. But overall, the major picture was that he looked comfortable. He didn't look at all in pain after playing all those. I had a word with him. I asked Shubman, at the very last of this practice session, when this get over, I asked him that are you feeling okay? Is the thumb okay? He said sab sahi hai, everything is okay. So the last words for Shubman Gill to what I asked Shubman is, he said that all is okay, sab sahi hai, he said to me. And that's it, Buryada. So what I am seeing, what I'm looking at it, I think he's looking good for tomorrow.
Devashish Sen, if that is the case, from what detailed answer from Rohit Juglan, then Shubman Gill has to be played tomorrow. He will play. Devdutt Padikkal will give way to Shubman Gill, and that will bolster the Indian lineup big time. From these visuals, this is a major boost, Devashish Sen, for India, that Shubman Gill, our news was right, that the injury wasn't serious. Your thoughts on Shubman Gill, Devashish Sen?
Yeah, and Rohit has right from the start. Rohit has maintained that he did not have a fracture, and that is what it has been proved to. One of the leading newspapers did carry out the news that Shubman had a serious injury and he might miss the Adelaide test, which is not the case, as is seen from the practice visuals that Rohit has shared with us. And definitely he is looking good, and clearly you could make out from the visuals that he is not in any concern whatsoever facing the ball. So that is a very good sign, positive sign for Indian team, given that Devdutt Padikkal had not looked very confident in that first test match at Perth. So and so if Shubman does well, in all probability he would definitely be in that side for that pink ball test on the starting December 6th here in Adelaide.
Shubman, your thoughts?
I think whatever Rohit has said, I think it comes as a great news for the Indian team, and what we were discussing in the morning itself. I think the return of Shubman Gill, the return of Rohit Sharma to the 11, just strengthened the batting lineup, and with the Aussie Aussie team already under so much pressure from the media, from the former cricketers. I think they will be sweating about this particular returns. And yes, Rohit back as an opener, Shubman at three, KL Rahul at the middle order. In between, you have Virat Kohli and the genius of Rishabh Pant as well. So and down the order, you have two very capable all rounders in Washington Sundar and Nitish Kumar Reddy. And you have two arguably two of the greatest modern day spin bowling all rounders in Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin sitting and warming the bench. So currently, I think it is looking extremely good for the Indian team, and I am looking forward to this two-day warm-up match, and especially how Akashdeep does with the ball, because I am particularly looking forward to watching him bowl with the pink ball, and I can certainly feel that he can do some extensive damage with the pink ball. Buriada.
Shomik, Gargi, the visuals are stuck. If you could kindly change the visuals, please, because there you go. She's doing that. Shomik, before I go to Gargi, uh, importantly, I mean, once Shubman Gill is back in the mix, Perth victory under your belt, all of a sudden New Zealand now looks a long way back. All of the confidence, pressure, all of these things have been sorted, and India look to be in a zone where Australia has all the questions to answer. Shomik Chakraborty?
Of course, and this team, after the drubbing against New Zealand, they needed a change of scenery, and that's what happened. And the way they came back after being bowled out for 150 in the first innings in part. But I have a couple of concerns in the sense, not only, I mean, see, it's Rohit Sharma's team, and naturally he is the leader, and he will assume the role now that he is back. I just wish he doesn't go back to his reactive red ball captaincy. That's what we witnessed during the series against New Zealand. And I will still like to see, maybe that will not happen, that KL Rahul being retained as an opener, because under lights against the pink ball, you need someone of KL's technique and confidence after those two innings in part. Will be in top confidence to counter the new ball against Australian attack. Whereas Rohit is going into the series on the heels of a batting average of 15 point something against New Zealand. Obviously, his confidence would be a little low. So I hope that doesn't come back to bite India. That's it. Otherwise, and as far as team combination is concerned, I don't think there will not be a change in the fast bowling attack. Those three pacers will play. If they were flying in Shami, maybe in that case there could have been a change. But at this moment in time, I don't see them playing Akashdev in place of Harshit Rana.
That's something we have to wait and see, Shomik, over the next couple of days and how things transpire. But from what we are seeing, India finally has very little injury concerns. Gargi Raut, that's essential in a tour like this. All of a sudden, you had no Shubman, no Rohit Sharma. You had to fall back on Devdutt Padikkal, get changes made in the team. But now, almost every player, not almost, every player actually available for selection, including Mohammad Shami, who's looking good in case India wants to send him to the Boxing Day test or whichever test match. Now, every player is available for selection as far as India is concerned, and that New Zealand series seems to be a distant, fading dream. Gargi Raut.
Absolutely. I think everything is falling into place when it comes to the Indian camp right now. Shubman is looks very fit because if it was a fracture or anything else, if it was a serious injury, he wouldn't have been able to bat because the grip is such that the brunt of the force is taken by the thumb. So it's nearly impossible to bat with an injured thumb. So Shubman Gill looks 100% fit, and when it comes to the others, it seemed like there was a mess before the first test happened, but fortunately the team came together and played together as a unit, and that's what we needed to see from the Indian team. And now with everyone fit and ready to play with more options available, I think this sets us up for a very successful series.
Rohit Juglan, give us details. What time is the practice match? Give us the schedule, please, from Canberra. What time? What are the match timings, etc., etc.? All the details, please.
But around 2, I think it will start, And yes, it's a very overcast sky. Already I'm sitting here and see it's almost drizzling down, as far as from since morning today. Indian team, when they were practicing on it was drizzling at that point of time. They've stopped in between, then they've done some indoor practices, as we can see in the BCCI visuals. So yeah, as far as practice is concerned, the match is concerned, yes, there were rain threats as per tomorrow and day after tomorrow also. There are heavy possibilities of a rain, but from afternoon onwards it will start. And yes, it will be televised also. The people, our viewers, can see it in the television. And yes, it will be a ping ball warm up game, a practice game. So yes, Indian team have access to get a two day practice before the Adelaide test. And yes, it will be really important. Just to put a point over there on Shami Buriada, what we are getting as of now. I'm not saying that what will happen after Adelaide, but as of now, what I am hearing is there will be no Shami in this Border Gavaskar Trophy. No Shami in this Border Gavaskar Trophy. I don't know what will happen after Adelaide, what will happen till we reach Brisbane or Melbourne or Sydney. But as of now, there is no signs of Mohammad Shami joining this squad. So yes, already there are multiple bowlers. If Shami comes in, it will again. We all know that what kind of a bowler he is, what he can do in Australia. His records really say a lot. But there are a lot of comments that what's the update on Shami. So as of now, we are on till 29th November. What we know is there will be no Shami in this series. But we'll see what happen. As we go move ahead in this series. So that then
Yeah,
we can
that
give
that is
more
that
updates.
is something that we have heard as well. But as we said, that's also premature because things might just change after Adelaide. Things might change as the series progresses. What we will let you know the moment we get to hear any further concrete detail, if Shami is traveling, not traveling, the moment we get to know anything like that, we will bring that to you. But as of now, Mohammad Shami looking fit for Bengal, picked up multiple wickets. Yes, I'll come to you, Shomik. He's playing the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. That's where it is. Yes, Shomik, tell me.
No, just a small update on Champions Trophy. What I have got just right. Today's meeting lasted for 13 minutes, and it is the PCB who asked ICC for more time. They are given with two options. One is a hybrid model where the majority of the matches would be played in Pakistan, only the Indian matches would be played outside. And the second option, the entire tournament is moving out of Pakistan with PCB maintaining the hosting rights. And then PCB said, give us some time. We need to deliberate on this. So accordingly, the ICC board agreed, and they gave them that required time to come back to them.
Basically, they have to ask to their government.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This is going to be a government call. This is a political call. This is not a PCB call. This is a political call that does this lose face in front of India? Is this a face saver of some sort? Will we get more money? So we will have to wait and see if the posturing stops at some point. Gargi, there were multiple super chats. Can you please go back and to some of my guests? I'll give them. C. Mukherjee, maybe we'll start with this. There were two previous super chats. Devashish Sen, you take this. Was Mitchell Johnson and Peter Siddle attack more lethal than the current bowling attack of Stark and Hazelwood?
I won't say so because this bowling attack has delivered for Australia over the years. So obviously Mitchell Johnson has been a force to reckon with. But when you talk about someone like a Mitchell Stark or a Pat Cummins or a Josh Hazlewood, yes, things might not have gone Australia's way in the first test match, but this bowling attack can look ominous in with the pink ball. Let's pass on a judgment after the test series because the series is still open. With India winning going 1-0 ahead and assuming that India will go on to win the series, it's too premature. I would say that let's wait and watch the second test how it pans out. Obviously, Australia with that pink ball is a force to reckon with. Given this Australian fast bowlers, the three fast bowlers that I just named are very experienced with the pink ball.
Absolutely. There is a previous, yes, this one. Shubham, take this off topic. Will the UAE turf be tough for India given their recent history? Will it be better to play in South Africa? This is not India's call. Shubham, take this.
See, if the matches are played in Dubai, I think the pitches are on the flatter side, of course. With only India's matches being held in UAE, if it happens, then all the matches will be played in Dubai and not in Sharjah or Abu Dhabi, where the pitches are relatively slow. So I don't think it will make a lot of difference. And Dubai's pitch over the recent times also, whenever whether it's a T20 World Cup or some other matches, it has been on the flatter side, barring the women's T20 World Cup that we witnessed. Even there also we saw the Dubai pitches playing a bit better than Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. So and I think if you look at India's bowling attack also, the current T20 bowling attack of Ravi Bishnoi, Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti, I think they are more than capable. Ravindra Jadeja is retired. Sorry, they so they but the Champions Trophy will be in a 50 over format. So Ravindra Jadeja also in that format. I think the ODI bowlers they are more than capable of inflicting damage in UAE also. So there are two sides to it. The bowling will do the damage for it, and Indian batters. I don't think it will be extremely slow in Dubai especially. So I don't think it will be a major problem. And even South Africa, you will have the SA20, so the pitches will be tired also. So it will. I don't think it will make a lot of difference.
Gargi, take the third one. Debu Datta. He's asking, with the profound seam of the pink ball, will it be more beneficial to play Ashwin ahead of Sundar, Akashdeep play ahead of Rana? Take that.
I think I would go for Akashdeep because of his experience with the pink ball. We've heard that he's played for Bengal as well, and played a few pink ball tests, if I'm not wrong. So I think with the pink ball you need
Tests, no tests.
no
Just
tests.
just
Okay.
the Peace and Trophy domestic cricket, but that too a year back. So the
So it
experience
doesn't
of
really
pink ball
count.
is being
So it
overrated
doesn't
as far
count.
as Akashdeep. Yeah.
Yeah. So then go with the team that you have. Rana was performing exceptionally well in the first test. So why not stick with the ones who are performing? Sorry.
Okay. Saksham Nangia. Devashish, can you give your address, please? Can you tell where all of you are staying? You can put it in the comment section or somewhere, or ask him to inbox you or something. He wants to meet you and give sweets. But Saksham, don't give sweets to Devashish. And Shubhan is a gym freak. So after Rohit Juglan goes back, get your sweets, not before. Because Rohit is the only one who can do justice to the sweets. The two others are not. Devashish would have loved
Yeah.
to, but he doesn't. We should not indulge Devashish because of his health issue, and Shubhan will
Rather you
not,
bring
because
ice creams.
Shubhan
Rather
doesn't
you
want.
bring ice creams apart from sweets.
Whatever it is. And by the way, when you go, they will take you out. They'll take you out, as I've repeatedly said, they'll take you out. So definitely go meet them. uh, my final point in the last 10 minutes, I had done a piece, and I was kind of reading some of the responses today. Yesterday I'd done a piece on Rohit Sharma and why Rohit Sharma will take over, and we should focus on that rather than anything else, saying Rohit Sharma should not play this, that, all that kind of nonsense. People have gone to the extent, of taking a comment where I've said, and I 100% hold on to that Rohit has been one of India's best red ball batters in the last 5 years. They've taken that comment and tried to dig out statistics from practically everywhere, trying to prove that Rohit is not a good red ball batter. Shubhan, where is this coming from? Why are we Indians hell bent on trying to show our captain down and that he's not a good red ball batter? Are we stupid? Are we mad? Where is this social media madness coming from, Shubhaj Chakraborty?
I often say it in our Hindi lives also that हम अपने खुद के दुश्मन हैं. We are our own enemies, and somewhere due to these individual fan wars, we try to degrade our own batter, whether it is Rohit, whether it is Virat, or whether it is some other players in the IPL or in the domestic side. So I don't know what these people get from doing it. If you take up, since Rohit has turned into an opener in Test cricket, he has played some fine knocks, and you can't expect a batter, whether it's Steve Smith, whether it is Virat, whether it is Kane Williamson, whether it is Rohit Sharma or any other batter in the world to keep scoring centuries in every match, every innings they play, and they will fail. They will fail. Sport is like that. The opposition is also there to play, so they will also come up with some good delivery, some their own analysis on how to beat an opponent, and people are bound to fail. And there are multiple athletes who have said that, in sports, whether it's cricket, football, or any other sport, that there are more failures than successes. And there will be days where you will be very low, and there will be days where you will be very high. So I don't know what these fans get by doing, degrading our own players. Yes, you can love your own individual player, but that doesn't mean that you will degrade your own player from your own 11 who is out there trying to win it for your country, your team, and try to put smiles on your face. When Rohit Sharma smashes Mitchell Stark or Pat Cummins out of the stadium in West Indies or the New York, in USA, you are the ones who are happy. And when he gets out on a duck, you are the first one to come up on social media and take multiple names about Rohit Sharma or any other player. So I don't know what they uh, get by doing such things.
There is a comment here, Adi Garg. Yeah, but don't club Rohit with the likes of Steve and Virat. Adi Garg, Rohit was your best batsman in the 2021 England series, better than Virat, better than anybody. Face it. In red ball cricket in the last 5 years, if you actually see overseas, Rohit has been one of your best batters. What is the problem in acknowledging that?
What has
If
Virat
Virat,
done? What has
if
Virat done?
I mean, no, and let us not go down that route. Virat has been a great. Rohit
No,
has
no.
been a
I
great
mean,
in
I
the
mean,
last
both
five
are
years
great.
in Test
Both are
cricket,
great.
and
Both are great.
exactly, and that's what we are
Virat is
trying
my
to
favorite
say.
player of all time. Virat is my favorite player
Virat
of all time.
has
But I
been
know
a
him in
but,
saying in that
but the
last five
point
years he
that
has
I
been
don't
mediocre.
understand, Shubhan, the point that I don't understand is Virat and Rohit as a collective can do the job for India, not one.
Exactly.
If Virat and Rohit, this whole fan battle of trying to show one down. Virat is the better whatever. Come on, boss. Why are we going down this route? And is this a social media curse that is now impacting us? Devashish Sen, where do you stand on this? Is this a social media curse? And can we change this ever? Or is it now a permanent part of our lives?
I would second your second opinion, permanent part of life, because you cannot stop social media, these Viratians and these Rohitians. So the moment someone does well and someone fails, and then XYZ fans will vouch for that particular person. But then means and uh, it is very strange. Which do we see such things from Australian fans or English fans? And in this case, Rohit Sharma is our captain, so we should back our captain, and at the same time, we should back Virat Kohli as well, because he's your best batter, irrespective of what form he has been through in the last 5 years. Because these are the same two batters that have won you matches single-handedly, and see their records. See, their record speaks for itself. So I would rather back not only Virat and Rohit, but the entire, because they are representing Team India. So we should back our team. This is the middle of a very, very important series. India has taken an all-important lead in the first match. So let's back our boys and see that we go on to do well in the remainder of the series, rather than throwing cards at each other.
No one is hyping anyone, my friends, but the truth is what we are all saying. This is becoming a curse. Shomik, where do you stand on this? Somebody said Adi Garg responding saying 2021 is 3 years off. Even in the 22 series at home, if you see the way Rohit played against England, some of the best knocks that we will see. That's why I'm continuously trying to make the point that both of these batters, and by the way, Rishabh Pant has been India's best red ball batter in the last 5 years, neither of these two fellows. So it's as simple as that, but that's not the point. It is a collective. It is a collective that needs to stand up to Australia. Shomik.
See, I think a lot of this Rohit bashing at the moment is coming from recency bias. Because of we badly lost to New Zealand, everyone failed in that series. Every batsman failed, apart from that Sarfaraz Khan's 100 and Rishabh's 99. But as because I think he's the captain and the way social media reacted to him, so I think he's copying the flag a lot more because he's the captain and it is down to recency bias. That said, we cannot question Rohit, but I would like to see Rohit Sharma going as a batsman, going back to his 2021 vintage when he was leaving the ball in England. I remember once Anil Kumble telling me, boss, in red ball cricket, strike rate is for the bowlers, not the batsmen. So I think Rohit will have to, I would like to see him going back to his 2021 vintage when he was leaving the ball. And if he does that, the range he has, he will capitalize on loose deliveries and he will score big. I seriously want Rohit to score runs because that will benefit India. And I think, I hopefully Rohit will change his gung ho approach and will be a lot more pragmatic in his batting.
Gargi, your thoughts on this before I give Rohit Juglan's left. So you have the last words on this as I close the show. Rohit's there. Good. So I'll give Rohit Juglan the last words. Gargi, you go for it.
Okay, on this Virat Rohit Rohit versus Virat kind
The
of.
lovely fan words that have become part of our lives. Devashish sir loves them.
I wish that wasn't the case, but unfortunately it is, and it is one of the harsh realities of the Indian cricket fandom. I don't know why we're pitting uh, same teammates against each other. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because it's a team sport. At the end of the day, everyone plays together. You know, and if you're not backing the entire team, what are you doing? Then there's no point in backing just one player or one person. That makes no sense. I don't
Watch
understand why.
tennis, man. Watch tennis. Watch tennis. Go watch tennis if you
Yeah,
want to
watch
back individual.
individual sports then. There's no point in backing a sport like cricket if you're going to be individualistic like this, and start pitting two greatest batters that India has produced against each others. I mean, come on. I don't
These
think
are
at
the
this
same
point.
people who were abusing KL Rahul a month back and now are backing KL Rahul
And
as a
now
captain.
they're saying that KL Rahul. I remember seeing the same person in one live comment that Bumrah is the greatest bowler ever from India, and then the next by the in the span of one innings, he in the next live he commented that, do you think Bumrah is looking a bit bad because he's bowling all around the park? I was like, come on, guys, not even one innings difference.
Rohit Juglan, last words from Canberra. I know it's what 11 o'clock, so you guys need to call it a day.
11:30.
11 here, then battery is also draining.
Yeah, so no, on this, I think there's no last words because it will keep on happening, and we'll keep on saying these things only. That yes, they are best two batters. Virat Kohli, obviously the best batter of this generation, without a doubt. But yes, what Rohit did in last 4 to 5 years after Rishabh Pant, if there's a batter who played in red ball cricket, won India matches, I think it's definitely be Rohit Sharma. But overall, the best batter of this generation is Virat Kohli, and we are not here to prove a point that who is great and who is not. That's that history will decide that who is great and who is not. We are no one to judge that, yeah, Virat Kohli is the best batter or Rohit Sharma is the best batter. And yes, people who criticize, they even criticize Sachin Tendulkar also. They even criticize Don Bradman also. So there's no point on discussing all these comments, because they keep on coming, Buryada. They keep on coming, and they will always tell you that he is great, or he is great. And as Gargi rightly said, that it just took them one innings or just one performance to just bring them down and just hit them with some bad comments and trolls. So I think no point, and there's no point for me on discussing on this.
Okay, all of these fellows in Australia need to get some sleep because tomorrow morning they'll be at the ground. We will have a live at 8:30, which is Australia time, Canberra time 2 o'clock, which is when the match will start. All of us will reconvene. All points taken, as Rohit said. We are not here to judge. The truth is, we are proud that both play for India.
Yes.
The truth is, all of these players play for India, and that's all that matters. The only point where we differ, Rohit said, we also criticize Sir Donald Bradman. Only one person in this group has that right, and that is Devashish Sen, because he has a cosmic relationship with Sir Donald Bradman. There is a telepathic relationship that is there. Please watch our shows where Shubhan and Devashish have gone and visited 2 Holden Street, which is Sir Donald Bradman's house. That is a pilgrimage for Devashish every time he goes to Adelaide. So Donald Bradman is special as far as Devashish Sen is concerned. The rest of the point is well taken. There's another super chat. Travel for Indian batters. Webster is coming. Boss, come on. Webster is no god. So let us not jump the gun with Webster now. Go and check Webster's dictionary. It's much better. On that note, it's been an hour. Thank you very much for watching. We will be back tomorrow morning. Gargi, Shubhan, Shomik.